Hello guys, welcome to Royal Aviva Kitchen. Thank you for joining me today. If you're a first time subscriber, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you are an old subscriber, thank you for coming back. Please, if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you like this recipe, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and you'll be seeing more of this. So today we're making a kids breakfast recipe. Very simple, scrambled eggs. If you're one of those mothers always thinking of what to make for your child in the morning, especially now that schools are resuming, this is a go-to for you. You can see from the background that I already went grocery shopping. So without wasting your time, let's get cooking.
So like I said guys, this recipe is really simple. It's a 2 to 3 major ingredient recipe. We need sliced tomatoes, sliced onions, and we need the eggs. I actually added one more egg off the camera, so that's 5 eggs. Next, you want to heat up the vegetable oil. You know it's hot enough when you begin to see bubbles gathering in the oil. At this point, you can throw in your sliced tomatoes and your sliced onions and then let it fry a bit. If you're not sure the oil is hot enough, you could just test it with a slice of onion. So once your onions and tomatoes are in the oil, you want to watch out for your tomatoes losing its juices into the oil and the onions becoming translucent. That's how you know it's okay for the next stage. So the very next thing we'll be doing is to prepare our eggs. At the beginning, I know you saw 4 eggs, but I actually added 1 off camera. So that makes 5 eggs. Now I'm adding a sprinkle of salt and I'll be whisking. You can also add black pepper at this point and whisk together with a fork. I'm not adding black pepper, but it's still going to taste nice. Okay, so at this point our tomatoes are looking pretty good. They've lost their juices to the oil. The onions is looking translucent, so it's ready for the next stage. So we're adding our seasoning cubes. I know someone might be saying, aren't these seasoning cubes too much for the quantity of eggs and the tomatoes and everything? But really it balances out at the end, and that's the idea. Then you add dashes of curry and thyme. You can absolutely leave out the thyme if you're not a fan of thyme. It's okay, it will still taste good. So once you're done adding the curry and thyme, you want to give it a good stir. Once you stir it to incorporate the seasoning, you're ready for the next stage. Yeah, so this is the time we've been waiting for. The egg is coming in now and we're spreading it evenly in the oil. We are spreading it such that the egg is not on one side. We want everything to be evenly distributed, the eggs and the vegetables in the oil. Okay, so if we look closely, we're looking for set edges. Just at the point where my finger is running, those edges are setting. At this other point, they are not setting just yet. So what we want to do next is to use our egg lifter to move from the set edges to the center, from the set edge to the center, and that's what we keep doing till all the edges have been moved to the center. And afterwards we can now flip it over and keep stirring till it eventually forms. So that's really the idea of scrambled eggs. Very simple. We don't want it to form completely, so we're scrambling it. That's really the idea of scrambled egg. And I know some of you might be saying, isn't this oil too much? Well, I had plans to eat my own share of these eggs with yam, and I don't really like yam with stew or with any other thing, so I just made the oil a little bit more than I would usually use in frying eggs normally, so I could use the excess oil with the eggs to eat my yam. And that's the reason I intentionally seasoned the tomatoes and onions from the beginning, so that it can be tasty for me when I'm eating it with yam. So it's totally fine. If you feel it's too much for you, you can totally reduce it to what you like, to your taste. That's fine, it's okay. Very simple. Our scrambled eggs are ready.